Okay, people, this will be the cover art challenge contestants. And I'm just going to go straight off the bat. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to start with Antis. His looks really nice. With the plastic film, it doesn't look as good. And we're going to count I think the better one looks like without the plastic film. And I think this is really super creative. And the way it looks is it looked like a collection of wanted posters, which is pretty fire. And I like the angle of it. New hero. And if you can't read the words, it doesn't matter because the title is front and center and easy to read. And it's traditional, so you get some extra bonus points for that. Also, it looks like a classic issue of something. You got the barcode at the bottom, the issue number up top, and it looks very well put together. One gripe is the random negative space to the right side of it. So it feels like all the weight is on the left side. But that's only because, the way the comic book and how you have the barcode and stuff. If that was on the right side and I can read more of the words, that would have been 10 times better. But I don't control the barcode, is the store does, so next time, pre-plan for that. I'm gonna go with Mints. Okay, his looks really appealing visually, color-wise, and all that. And I do love simplicity, but this one just misses the mark for me. I'm not a fan of the background at all. I'm not a fan. I wish the lines were actually meeting in the background as well. And I feel like the head, it could have been zoomed inside the pink instead of being a small little part of the pink. But I do love the CD disc, Project Blade, and how the pink shines off. That's another creative feature. And the words are clear and cut, and I do like that aspect of it. But I wish there was just a little bit more, actually, maybe even like the head covering inside, you can see the head is bigger inside. I'd rather have the head much bigger inside the pink thing. But I'd enlarge it, angle it, but that's me. One thing I will say on Mint, if he just puts a title on any of his one-shot looking characters, his one-time character pictures, ones right here, it would annihilate a lot of the competition. Like this one right here, if you just put a title over the front bottom part, that would beat everything, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. That solo, these pictures solo your cover by a mile, so that kind of says us something right there. But the title's right here somewhere. Then you could have your logo still right there. That'd be fire. Punk Bunnies. This one's actually very clean. It's actually very fire. This would be top tier cover art. This is very fire. I love the colors. It's kind of hard to read lunar element, the lunar part, but other than that, it's fire. This is actually very creative what we did with the title as well. This would be 1000% a winner if it was promotional art for sure. I will be completing your fan art because he was the winner of the last challenge, so do expect that to be done. We're on to Connor. It's a little off-centered. This would be 10 times better if it was centered in the middle. But I do like the chair. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm not sure if it's runes, blocked runes, or math symbols. I can't tell. Maybe what's the difference if you really want to dig into it. It's pretty clear cut. It has the art. It's pretty easy to tell what's going on, and it gets a high score. I'm not sure if I should count this person because this was technically already done, and it wasn't for the challenge, so that's disqualification. Okay, Buddy Buddy. This is a real good cover, I'm not going to lie. It does miss me with the title. Looks like it was just shoved in there towards the end, and the title doesn't have any real logo of its own. It just looks like you just tried to smudge it in. It would have been better if you just done it straight instead of on an angle coming down. You know what I mean? Even if it just went behind the dog a bit, with still keeping the word there, it would have been 10 times better. I think the title Buddy Buddy, you can go far with how you get creative with the wording. But that's where you miss me. But I do like everything else. It scores a high score for me, that's for sure. And to my surprise, we have Kix's. The Wish for... Oh, Yogomi. Yogomi. Now, this is actually really good. I just wish the title was more, but you know, I'm doing the squinting eye contest and I can't really. You see all that negative space on the bottom? That would be perfect for the title. But the wording, at least we cranked out some good art. This is what I wanted to see. You snapped on this, so great job. I like it. I know what you think, I'm being biased. Of course I like it. I did this shit. I made sure it was in my taste. The title's clear. It's up front. It's not ridiculous. It's simple. Now, one thing I might... actually, it just looks peak, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. This looks peak. I wish there was a little bit more space in there and the front characters came out a little bit more and that Enra's not being centered like I wanted. I mean, it's even in terms of the stuff that's in there, but in terms of like just him not being centered is kind of throwing me off a bit. I wish there was more depth into it as well, now I'm thinking about it. Like, it just looks like they're all standing there like picket fences behind each other rather than more like, you know. Original looks a little bit better because I like a little bit more white space, a little bit more background actually there, but it felt lazy, so I did more. This segment, I'm just going to say a random con from each of them. That might be a deterrent. Kid Rock, it's the random spacing, the negative space on the right. That's just me. No, it's not. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like that negative space on the right. Like there's a lot of weight on the left side of it, if you know what I mean. Like the Kid Rock, the rock is centered, but the kid isn't. But it'd be better if it moved over a bit. The Kid Rock. I think it would be definitely better. Mints. With Mints, I feel like it was somewhat of a fall from grace. The colors is banging, as usual. But it's a little fall from grace for me. I feel like you could have definitely did it 10,000 times better. Especially if we're comparing it to your one character pieces. Those is insanely peak. Like, what the hell? Now, Punk Bunnies is super fire. The one gripe I definitely do have is the lunar element, the wording. I don't like how it is. I don't like, it's kind of hard to read. You can read the element, but the lunar is hard to see. If I squint my eyes, I can't even see it at all. But the element part's good of it, but the Z's fire, but it makes me think it's lunar element Z. You know what I mean? That's because it's the same type of font as the top as well. So this would be 10 times better as promo poster art. I'd have that in my room 1000%. I think what Connor is missing here is line weight. Like we can get on the nitty bitties, but it's definitely line weight. I want to see this stuff pop. Like if bold edges around the chair, I want to see pop. Because actually the way you did the background, how it's evenly scribbled up, it looks really nice. I'm not going to lie, besides that random patch that I'm looking at. But other than that, I think bold colors and bold lines would do you favors because it's hard to make apart the separation of each thing. But the Trials of Mendeleev title could use some work, let's be honest. But it looks really good compared to everything else. It's a nice accent, it's bold, it's up front. We can tell what's going on. I really like the title, actually. So, good job. And this one, like I said, it was just already in their chamber and it was done prior, so I'm not really counting that. Sniper is definitely top 3 with his one. I just don't like the buddy buddy. And that's the part that's killing me. But this could win if the buddy buddy was done right. Definitely could have won. And to my surprise, Kicks could have won as well. If the wording, he took a little bit more time on it in terms of placement rather than just putting it on there. I think just the spacing of the words would have done it justice. And the is bigger than the rest of the words, so it's just like the seems more important than the actual. You know what I mean? So Yogomi should be the biggest thing. It should be bigger than the rest of the words. Or the rest of the words should be smaller or not there at all, to be honest. But the rest of the art is a perfect setup for a cover art. And I think that would have been great if you just would have had it consistent. You could have done a different way to do the words. And that's pretty much it. Most of you guys struggled on the title. And if you guys look at the title's bold and beautiful. Connor's probably the only one I think didn't really struggle as much. Anti's is just a little bit placement, but that might just be my preference on. But Anti, I think, did have the best title. And not terms of the title itself, but the title art design of the title and how it's easily readable and it's up front and center, like a good title should be. Here's a good example of a bad example. Kakegurui. I can't even see the title. I didn't even know what the heck this was. The title was so bad in placement, they had to write it again in small font. That's how you know this is bad. Honestly, for me, second place is Sniper. I really like that one. But Anti's is really good as well. Anti hits on the extra points. He gets the extra points. You know, the comic book look. I think that really takes the cake for me. So I'm going to say Kid Rock wins. Whoa! I'm saying Sniper, you could have definitely won. You could have definitely won if the wording was more. Like, the one thing that you needed was the words. If you just did like a basic font and didn't do anything, like just shoved it in last second, you would have won. I'm gonna give this to Anti. I was thinking about Punk Bunny in terms of art. Like, that's just overall, in my opinion, the best one there. But you lose me at the Lunar. You lose me with the Z, because I thought Z was a part of the title as well, but I know it's just the character. Unless it is Z. I might make a mistake if it is a part of the title. It could be like an off-series type of thing, but I don't think that's the case. But yeah, that's what it. Yeah. Mint definitely lost the mark. I think he downgraded in terms of what he normally could do, so I wasn't a fan of that. But Kicks coming out of nowhere and surprising me. So he locked in last second, or maybe he was just bamboozling us and he's had that under the chamber and he's just been acting like, who knows. You get your hop stickers. I will give you, we'll start with 3 for now because you kept bothering us saying you can't do it. Well, me especially. And it was driving me crazy. You almost had me for a spin. I literally was about to give up on you entirely. I was like, I'm disappointed in you. I'm done bothering with you. But you actually pulled through and you actually cooked up. And you did a great job. That character kind of looks like Hop, I'm not going to lie. But that's just me saying that. So, yes, you get what you want. Or whatever you want. Snipers is really good though. I really like your Sniper, your cover. I think you did a really good job. It's clean. The only thing that's clean is the word. That just bothers me.